Hi everyone, I'm Dave Mulvanna here with Mike Godwin. We're going to be previewing this week's games in the C Division. Mike, how you doing today?
Good. We got some good games in the C this week.
We have good games every week.
Who's Buckets playing?
We'll get to that.
Come on.
First off, though, we had to make a couple of changes to the schedule over at Tatnall. We emailed them out to the captain. They're updated on the website. So if you do play at Tatnall, make sure you get on the website before you head to your game just to double check what time you're playing. We can't start on one court until 6 o'clock. We still have the back court starting at 4, and then we add an extra game at 9 o'clock. But just check it. Not every game's been changed. We just had to move a couple around. Mike, first up, we have Hodgepodge going up against Mr. Buckets.
Buckets.
There they are. Speaking of Mr. Buckets, I thought Greg Buckets
was going to be the first player ever
to just run the table in Player of the Weeks.
Yeah, he got shut down this week.
Larry
Martinez let me know.
He told you before the game?
No, he let me know after.
Oh, one of those guys.
No, it doesn't matter though. He's still showing down. He had 9 and 6 or whatever. That's not Mr. Buckets.
No, Blair needs to walk up to the table before the game and say, hey, watch what I do to Mr. Buckets this game. Or Greg Buckets. Watch how he doesn't, win Player of the Week, stuff like that. Because I think Greg Buckets Player of the Week them in the first game of the season.
Yeah, but Greg Buckets has to come up to me and say, I'm getting Player of the Week again.
Well, I think he'll get back on track this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's all hodgepodge.
How'd Rory do this past week?
Oh, good. He had me tape his game from the scores table. Yeah.
Is he going to get some highlights up or what?
Yeah, I mean, do we even have to cut his highlights?
Well, he probably just wants 2 angles.
Yeah. I saw him, there was one time he was wrestling with someone down underneath the basket.
I heard that was called a jump ball.
I don't know what happened there.
If I was refereeing that game just from the picture alone, I would have gave them both a technical. Double tax on both.
Somehow Rory had the ball and then didn't have the ball and then he ended up wrestling the guy. So. I don't know if that was his plan the whole time or what.
Let's talk about hodgepodge. Just from looking at the pictures, Evan looked like he was the star of the show.
Absolutely, he had 7 points.
Oh man!
It was a statement game to himself. You want to know what the statement is?
What's the statement?
That the more minutes he plays, the better, the more points.
The more points he gets?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like it's like him telling himself, "I need more minutes." So he gave himself more minutes this week and had 7 points.
Yeah, makes sense. Mr. Buckets is, first of all, they lost to Warriors' first game of the season in overtime. They haven't looked back since. They're on a 3-game win streak.
Oh, and I want to talk about Mr. Buckets. One of them, I forget which one it was, had a little slick comment on the way out last week, saying now that they beat the Warriors, the rest of the schedule's easy. I said, wait till you play the faculty again.
We don't have to make a phone call.
Exactly.
Man, I can't wait to get a little.
I just gave him the.
You know what? Next time we play Mr. Buckets, I might show up to that game.
Yeah, I mean, you were there last game.
Yeah, but I haven't been to our game.
Huh?
I haven't been to our game this past week.
That's
I don't show up to all of them.
Yeah. But just a little slick comment. I'm not going to forget that. I might go for Mr. Bucket's number or Greg Bucket's numbers against them next time.
Yeah, like literally, you're just going to take Mr. Greg Bucket's numbers and put them in the iPad for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Who wins this game?
Mr. Buckets.
I'm going Hodgepodge by 17.
17? I'm going
Hodgepodge by 17.
I'm going with Mr. Buckets, but Rory is going to score 38 points.
That sounds almost as ridiculous as my prediction.
He's going 10 for 12 from 3. There's going to be no Greg Buckets this week. They're not going to need him. Tell him to stay home. It's the Rory show this week.
Now, Greg Buckets needs to win Player of the Week again.
Yeah, but
is Rory going to win Player of the Week?
Roy will win Player of the Week, but we'll give it to Greg Buckets.
What about Sean? I saw him in pictures. Did he even do anything in this week's game?
He was running around a little bit.
Typical. Yeah. I think he was like a cross country or track guy in high school anyway. So.
It's like
He's probably just running around the outside.
Sean versus Evan matchup this week.
I like
Two
it.
cross country runners.
Great matchup.
They're just gonna be running everywhere,
Yeah.
non-stop.
Probably just discussing different trails and stuff. So yeah, Hodgepodge by 17.
I'm going Mr. Buckets by I don't know whatever I said, but with Rory with Player of the Week.
Okay. Next up, we have Warriors going up against Outsiders.
I got Warriors winning this pretty good.
Outsiders are coming off a win, aren't they? They beat Pup and Suds.
Yeah, but that splits the season series with those two so far.
With what two?
Pup and Suds and Outsiders.
Oh, does it? Okay.
But Outsiders, they're not happy about, or Warriors aren't happy about losing.
And they're going to take it out on the
Yeah,
Outsiders.
they're going to take it out on the Outsiders. Blair Martinez, he might. I know I said Roy was going to get Player of the Week, but he.
You're giving it to everybody this week.
Yeah,
we're going to have like 15
I'm going to
player
give out a Player of the Week for each game. So Blair Martinez is going to get it for this game.
Okay.
And Warriors win by 15.
Yeah, Warriors are going to beat the Outsiders. I don't think it's going to be by 15 now. Let's call it 12.
That's one Blair Martinez 3-pointer.
No, I need Blair under the basket or drive into the basket. None of those threes from
Player
Blair.
of the Week.
Next up, our final game, we have Pup and Suds going up against the depleted Faculty. Faculty is coming off a win though.
The depleted Faculty already beat Pup and Suds this season.
Yeah, but we're probably going to split. Pup and Suds just split with everybody.
They played a split.
Yeah. Like when we won,
That's
I just
not
heard
bad.
Pup and Suds just be like, we'll get them next
Yeah,
time.
we'll play.
We'll split.
Next.
Split, no big deal.
That's not a bad strategy.
Now,
Finish middle of the pack.
Faculty had no one that could get a rebound last time they played Pup and Suds.
They won't have anyone this time either. So.
But Dan South is
He's
coming off a heater. How
He's
many
the Player of the Week
rebounds?
this week. He's going to be the Player of the Week.
How many rebounds did Dan get?
16.
16. That's what I'm
He's
talking
got to put up more shots though.
about.
He only shot 24 times this past week. He's got to shoot at least 34 for us to win.
Yeah, he should just be pulling up at half. He's running point this week.
And he's literally going to take this, like, he's really going to shoot 34 times after he hears this.
No, probably 40. Because 34 is not enough.
He's like, I got no problem shooting 40 times. No problems on his end.
I heard everybody on the faculty had a real big game this past week.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. I didn't really play.
Who you going with? Pup and Suds or Faculty?
I'm going Pup and Suds this week.
Yeah, it's hard.
Anytime Dan Salva shoots over 40 times, we lose.
It's hard to pick against the Faculty, but I've been picking against them pretty much every week.
Yeah, why
So-
not? We're not very good.
Jeff Lawson might get on a heater though.
I mean, he was 3 for 15 last game.
We should change our offense, where we just
Good
have.
fault me.
Well, no, I'm thinking like Jeff stands like in front of half court, like 2 or 3 feet
Mhm.
on one side, and then Dan's on the other.
JP on the other. Or JP in the middle.
JP in the middle,
He likes that.
Paul in one corner, and then you get in the other.
I like that. All
And
shooters, you can't go.
Yeah.
If we're hitting from out there, you got. I mean, we win.
pass it around corner to corner, and just shoot.
Old
Yeah.
Dean Smith, huh?
Yeah.
4
Yeah, you know what I was going with.
I know what you're talking about.
And I think if they go with that strategy, I think they can beat Pup and Suds. But they're not going to, so Pup and Suds is going to take this one.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And then, what are we going to get out rebounded by?
23.
23. I'm
23.
going Iron Gold 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Pup and Suds going to miss a lot of shots, but they're going to get the rebound. They're going to have like 60 rebounds to our 30.
Yeah, I mean, you're safe with that pick. All right, that's going to wrap it up this week. Thanks for checking us out. We will see everyone on Sunday.